Well, it's supposed to warm up a little bit today. It's supposed to get up to 27. So we're gonna go out and burn some brush piles, try to get some stuff pushed together and get it burned. And then while it's frozen out, currently only 3 degrees out, so it's a little cold, but it's supposed to be warming up here pretty quick. Hopefully by the time we get out there and kind of get everything pushed around and ready to go, it's warming up a little bit. Shouldn't have to do too much outside work either. Hopefully be in the cab most of the time. So that's what we're gonna go work on. Well, this guy's been sitting here for about a week and a half. Been down pretty cold, so hopefully she fires up. Well, I need to run the glow plugs twice. There you go. Alright, we'll get her warmed up, get the skid loader off, see if we can clean this up a little bit and get our fire going. So we're out here burning the piles now. We're just gonna try to burn one pile and bring the other piles to it. Brian can run them to me with the skid loader. We can set them on. The wind is going slightly different than what we thought. At it from both sides. This wood is quite green, so it's kind of a pain in the butt to try to get it going. Let's see, we got a decent fire. We had some cardboard and stuff. Yeah, we got a fire going, but like I said, all the wood is fairly green. Stuff on top, stirring up the bottom, keep air going into it, and then we do have a little bit of accelerant along, apply as necessary. But burning brush a lot of times doesn't go quite as well as you would think it could. If the brush is dry, it just burns really quick. Hard to stay ahead of it, and if it's wet, then it just doesn't want to burn. Since this is pretty much all live trees we took down, it's still fairly green in there. See a little fire going in there. It's nice when it actually gets hot like that. Amazing what stirring it around will do. So we've got the bulk of this stuff off the south, or the more southern fence line that we had piled up. We've got all that on the pile now. Still a lot to burn here, but it is burning fast. It is bucket before it gets too warm. But yeah, pretty much Brian's just scraping up the sticks that are on the ground. Now that's frozen, it looks like it's working pretty good for him to just kind of go along and scrape the sticks off that are right on top of the ground. And then I can just keep feeding these in, setting everything right on top. I set it right on top of where it's burning, and it just keeps disappearing. So once we don't have anything more to put on top, then I can work more on pushing the sides in, getting everything in there. But for now, as fast as I can put it on the top, it burns away. I put some on from the east side for a little bit till I get ahead of the fire. Then I go work on the west side till I get ahead of it. By the time I come back, there's a good hole burnt through it. And it is hot. I mean, there's a lot of heat shooting right up through the center of the pile, so it works good to just keep filling the center. I think that's gonna about do it for today. We got so all of the brush piles back here got cleaned up and burned. We got we just kind of started this one because the way the wind worked best to do that one. So we brought, there was 2 piles over here, 1 pile over here, pile here, another pile over here, big pile down in the end, and then 2 piles over there. And we got all those burned down. There's not a whole lot left. I'm gonna get everything, or get the skid loader loaded up and chained down, and just let this burn down a little bit. And then once it's burned down and not gonna go anywhere, then I can head out. And maybe today's Wednesday, maybe on Friday can come back. We've got a couple piles up over by the barn. There's some by the barn and then off to the side of the barn, so we could work on getting those burned up. It was starting to get a little bit wet, just where it was sticking to the tracks and tires, mainly right around the fire. Everywhere else it was pretty good. Yeah, I had to shovel the tracks off, but not cutting in anywhere. Still hard frost underneath. But so this fence line is, at least all the above ground is almost done. So it won't be long anymore, and we'll be able to farm right through this.